In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on October 14, 2024, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Buffalo Bills versus New York Jets. It's a divisional showdown between American Football Conference East rivals when the Buffalo Bills travel to face the New York Jets in a Monday night matchup. Buffalo, sporting a 3-2 record straight up and 2-3 against the spread, is looking to bounce back after suffering their second consecutive loss. Last Sunday, they fell short against the Houston Texans, 23-20, as their offense struggled to find consistency. Similarly, the New York Jets are also trying to regroup after their own back-to-back losses, including a 23-17 defeat to the Minnesota Vikings last weekend. The Bills head into this game with a 3-2 record, having most recently lost to the Texans in a close 23-20 contest. Buffalo was down 20-3 in the third quarter but mounted a comeback to tie the game before conceding a last-second field goal. Statistically, they were outgained 425-276 in total yardage, but they won the turnover battle 2-0. The team struggled on third down, converting only 3 of 14 attempts. Quarterback Josh Allen completed just 9 passes for 131 yards and 1 touchdown, while running back James Cook led the rushing attack with 82 yards and a score. Prior to the loss to Houston, the Bills were routed 35-10 by Baltimore, although they started the season strong with 3 wins over Arizona, Miami, and Jacksonville. Through 5 games, the Bills have averaged 28 points per game, with 181.6 passing yards and 118.2 rushing yards per contest. On defense, they have allowed 21 points per game. The Bills have struggled on third downs, converting at just 32.1%, though they've been perfect on fourth downs, going 7 for 7. Allen has thrown for 945 yards with 8 touchdowns this season, while Cook has rushed for 309 yards and 4 touchdowns. The Jets, now 2-3, are coming off a 23-17 loss to the Vikings, a game in which they trailed 17-0 late in the first half before staging a comeback. Despite a valiant effort, they fell short after an interception and a potential game-winning drive. New York slightly outgained Minnesota 254-253 in total yardage, but they lost the turnover battle 3-2 and converted only 5 of 17 third downs. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers threw for 244 yards with 2 touchdowns, but he also tossed 3 costly interceptions. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson was a bright spot, hauling in 13 passes for 101 yards and a touchdown. Aside from the loss to Minnesota, the Jets have also been defeated by Denver and San Francisco, but they do have victories over New England and Tennessee. Offensively, the Jets have struggled, averaging only 19 points per game with 206.2 passing yards and a meager 80.4 rushing yards per contest. Defensively, however, they've been strong, allowing just 17 points per game. The Jets have converted 42.3% of their third down attempts but are 0-3 on fourth down. Rodgers has thrown for 1,093 yards with 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, while Wilson has 33 receptions for 292 yards and 2 scores. While some may see an opportunity for the Jets to rebound after making changes in their coaching staff, it's unlikely that they'll find immediate success. Robert Saleh, who led the defense, was not the root of the problem. Under his guidance, the Jets have the 7th best scoring defense in the NFL. The real issue lies with their offense, which has struggled to find any rhythm, ranking 27th in points per game. Rodgers, coming off a poor performance with 3 interceptions, has had little support from the running game, as neither Hall nor Allen has managed to surpass 200 rushing yards this season. While the Jets' defense remains their strength, losing Saleh and facing a high-powered Buffalo offense that ranks 3rd in points per game is a tough challenge. The Bills may have dropped 2 straight games against American Football Conference contenders in Baltimore and Houston, but they're poised to bounce back in this primetime matchup. The Jets, meanwhile, are in disarray, and the recent coaching shakeup is unlikely to yield quick results. In this game, Buffalo seems to have the advantage despite being on the road. The Jets, coming off an international game without the benefit of a bye week, are at a disadvantage, even with the extra day provided by Monday Night Football. Historically, teams that return from international games without a break often struggle, and there's no reason to believe that will change here. The Bills narrowly lost to Houston on a last-second 60-yard field goal, so the Buffalo Bills to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total for this Monday night game has dropped significantly, opening at 44 points and falling by 3 points, a substantial shift. Neither offense has been particularly reliable this season. The Jets rank in the bottom third of nearly all offensive categories, which mirrors their struggles from last year. Whether it's Zach Wilson or Aaron Rodgers under center, the results have been underwhelming. Moreover, New York has been unable to establish a consistent running game, averaging just 80.4 rushing yards per game, the worst in the NFL. This is even more disappointing when compared to teams like the Cowboys, Raiders, Bears, and Bengals, who have all had struggles in the run game as well. Despite having talent at key positions, the Jets' offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett, has come under scrutiny for failing to make the most of it. On the other side, the Bills started the season strong offensively but have faltered in recent weeks, particularly against tougher competition. Their passing game, which averages only 182 yards per game, has been inconsistent, and key playmakers like running back James Cook are dealing with injuries. As a result, Buffalo's offense has shown signs of decline, and they'll be facing a Jets defense that will be motivated under its interim head coach. With 2 banged-up quarterbacks in a divisional battle under the bright lights of primetime, expect a conservative game plan from both teams. Allen and Rodgers are likely to focus on protecting the football rather than taking risks. Allen, who recently took a hard hit to the head, may be especially cautious, while Rodgers will need to guard against aggravating an ankle injury, given his age and the risks of further lower body damage. Both teams feature stout defenses, with the Jets ranking 7th in scoring defense and the Bills 12th, making this a matchup where defense could dominate. When these two teams meet, it tends to be a gritty, low-scoring affair. Their last 5 matchups have all hit the under, and while the Bills have one of the top offenses in the league, averaging 28 points per game, they've managed just 15 points per contest over the past 2 weeks. Similarly, the Jets have been at their worst offensively in recent games. With a new coach focused on defense, New York may allow Rodgers to have more control over the offense, but it could take time for the unit to find its rhythm. Meanwhile, Buffalo's offensive struggles are compounded by injuries and a lack of consistent weapons, with the potential absence of their top running back looming large. The under has hit in 8 of the last 10 meetings between these teams, and given both teams' current form, it's likely to hit again. Buffalo's last 2 games have gone under the total, as have all of New York's last 4 games. Primetime games have recently trended toward lower scores, and this one appears to be no different. Expect a hard-fought, defensive battle, making under the projected total our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.